Good morning, good afternoon, or whenever it is that you are listening to this and watching. I want to thank you for taking the time to get a little insight into one of the opportunities that you as a young and Catholic person might be able to take advantage of your skills and gifts. And even without them, your energy and your enthusiasm to work toward supporting your parish, your Catholic community, your ownership, to take up ownership of the church where you worship and will be involved. The Environment Committee, of which I have been working on for the last decades, it seems, is intended to enhance liturgy. Now, what does that mean? Well, probably when you've come to Mass, on occasion you will notice that, for example, up behind the altar, there are big cloth banners, drapes, or drops as I call them. And those typically change with each one of the liturgical seasons of the Catholic calendar. For example, right now, when I'm recording this, the colors are green because we're in ordinary time. It's a long period of green, and at some point, colors will change perhaps to purple, like say for Lent, Advent. We may go to red for something like Pentecost. We will probably do white and gold for Christmas and Easter, but you've probably noticed that we throw in a little red too, because what's Christmas without a little red in there too? And so our goal is to support liturgy, to enhance the liturgy, the Mass, and parishioners' experience in worshiping as a community and together with the Lord. The Environment Committee is composed of adults, youngsters, young people, teens, whoever it is that feels that they might have a calling or an urging to participate in setting up an environment, which is typically done, say, after the 11 o'clock Mass finishes on a Sunday. Sometimes we put up bigger environments like the Christmas manger scene. We may do that a day or two ahead of time because it takes a little bit more time. You may say, well, I'm not artistic. Well, let me tell you, we have a lot of people who come and work who would not call themselves artistic, but they are willing to volunteer to work, to move equipment, to refurbish something, to iron fabric, to put containers underneath flower arrangements, clean, not the church, but clean up the equipment. And so I hope that this small, brief explanation is helpful to give you an insight into one of the ways that you can participate in your Mass, in your church, and feel like you have some ownership. Certainly, that's a big plus for me. Years ago, when my wife and I were raising 3 sons, I tried to instill in them the notion that God gives us, every one of us, gift or gifts, and during our lifetimes, we have kind of a responsibility to use those gifts to honor Him, to take advantage of the gifts that He's bestowed on us by using them to His glory, and to help, in this case, make Mass a more meaningful experience. So please give it some serious thought, and I wish you well, and God bless you in your efforts to own your church.